Better late than never. That's what I always say.
Yeah, it's a good credo.
I think JP and I both have to agree on that, or else our friendship would not have persisted. Because we're both always late as shit.
Yeah, man. Just too many irons in the fire.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Our love keeps us coming back to each other.
I'd like to think so.
Oh, man. But so I'm Justin, and that handsome devil there, that's JP, and we're the Podcasting Dead. And JP's got a confession to make before we get into talking about this episode. JP, do you want to have the floor?
Oh man, I got grievances with the Xfinity, man. Their wireless cable boxes suck dick. I mean, it didn't work. I couldn't watch it. Can't watch any cable right now, and it sucks for what I pay. That it's crapped out. Two cable boxes so far have crapped out on me. So
yeah, I've had my grievances with Xfinity this week too. I had a very nasty phone call with them earlier because they jacked my bill up over some BS. Xfinity sucks, but what can you do? It ain't really that many options around here, anyways.
Either that or go satellite. I'm not a big fan of satellite. Bad weather knocks it right on or takes you right out of the equation. So.
Oh yeah. So let me give you the rundown of this episode, JP. All right, so I'm going to give Jay and welcome everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with us. And again, sorry we're a few minutes late. Had a few technical difficulties, but with that said, we're here now. But so JP, this episode, basically it's like post Jenny dying. Strand is with some other people, and so they're all coming in, and Morgan had to go out, so Daniel was left in charge. And it's like when anybody comes in, they have to turn in their weapons, and the weapons are checked in, and it's all of them having a meeting minus Morgan. An explosion goes off, and then the weapons disappear, and Daniel is just convinced it's Strand, so he lets walkers into the place, and they start attacking people, and Strand pulls out a gun and starts shooting some walkers. So Daniel says, of course, it was Strand that stole the weapon, so he locks him up. He shot at him a time or two and revealed he had like a prosthetic cheek from being shot in the face, and he threatened to shoot Strand in the face. And
oh my God.
Then plot twist at the end of it, Daniel's getting, it really isn't dementia or Alzheimer's, it's more like trauma induced, but he's losing memory. Like he thought he had told Charlie and Grace, I think it's her name, Grace, to go to this place, but in reality he told him to go to another place, and Daniel's the one that stole the weapons.
Oh my God.
He doesn't remember why or when, and now he's going off with Victor Strand.
Geez, so I guess faking that dementia or whatever kind of caught up with him.
It's like, Daniel, you're not in character anymore. Stop.
Yeah. That's why they say never play with crutches. You'll be the next person to have to use them.
And then it's like Sherry was in it, and I still just don't really care much for Sherry. Does anybody in the comments section care for Sherry? Coleman Domingo coming out the gate swinging, man.
Of course, imposter.
Oh my goodness. But
I'll not be disparaged by this pretender.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. Let's see, what is Ashley O'Neill says, sorry I can't be here live with y'all tonight, Mr. Coleman Domingo. Take it easy on JP. Well, Ashley, I hate that you can't be with us if you go back and rewatch this, but it's just nice knowing you were here. And we're glad that you And Coleman Domingo says, I seriously didn't know who had the guns. The writer set us up with part of a plot and then revealed the stuff to us as time. So we got honest reactions, learning things.
Yeah, stick a breadstick up his ass. I ever see him.
This is why Coleman doesn't like you, JP, because you say things like that.
No, look, I'm just standing up for truth, liberty, and everything else.
Oh, well, Drago says no one likes her talking about Sherry. Her story is pointless without Negan, because without him, we don't know her. And then David O'Donnell said that Dwight needs to move on. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man.
I mean, her character's just kind of
teased him across half a continent. Get out of here, Sherry.
Yep. And then Beaver says Sherry is plummeting rapidly on my list of characters. No way Morgan is just as bad as Jenny. No. Not at all. Coleman Domingo firing back at you. JP with his Soy wears T-shirt on. Yuck.
No, this is the original action figure line. So that's why it's so cool.
I've never heard of the Soy Wars.
I haven't either, but
I guess it was like the war of soy sauce versus duck sauce.
oh man. Speaking of figures, I made a sweet score at the flea market today. Very sweet.
What'd you get?
Oh, dude, I got figures and comics and a sweet figure carrying case.
So you were out and about today, near where
Yeah.
I was, knowing I was at the shop, and you didn't even come by to say hello.
No, I was in North Carolina most of the day.
Shame.
Eden flea market, baby.
Oh, but continuing on, Disney Rock says Sherry sucks. Donkeysaurus Rex says Sherry and her group need to wear their mask all the time and begin crazy like Jadis's garbage people. Yeah.
I just don't care for them at that point. They need to give up the big like SWAT attack vehicle too. That ain't yours.
Sherry and her boyfriend really look suspect. Yeah, like you said, JP, that guy that follows her around is kind of like her beta.
Oh, dude, yeah, really weird.
Like he just follows her around, desperately wanting that booty, knowing he's never probably going to get it. No. Coleman Domingo says Star Wars is soy now because of the Disney trash. Well, and side note, JP, I got to tell you, I'm one episode away from finishing Falcon and Winter Soldier. And the first episode was not bad by any means, but it didn't grab me. But I'm going to tell you, once you get into that, that's an awesome, awesome show.
No, dude, that scene with John Walker, you know, when he's like, oh God, you
when he loses his schnitt.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's turned around on me so much. You know, first episode I was like, it's pretty good, but you know, I'm not like starving for the next episode. But then after like the second or third, I just couldn't stop watching it.
No, it's incredible. Yeah, the finale I think will really leave you in an interesting place.
Good. I'm gonna watch that tomorrow. Back to Fear of the Walking Dead. Donkeysaurus Rex says Charlie doesn't trust them at all. Cuckingham Palace making a return. She needs to get her. What? Talking about Sherry. Said Sherry needs to get herself a black man.
I agree.
Hey, love is love, baby. Do you guys pick up the latest Walking Dead Deluxe issue? That prison tower variant cover is fire. I didn't see that variant because the comic shop that we used to remember in the beginning, JP, he was getting all those Walking Dead variants for the deluxe, and now he's just been getting straight regular covers.
Yeah, I haven't seen a single variant in months as far as the Walking Dead Deluxe.
Hell, I picked mine up today, and I didn't even see any extra issues of deluxe left on the shelf.
Nah, he's not ordering all that many.
That's a shame because I think they would sell good. I tell you, I went and bought every back issue of The Walking Dead he had in stock.
Oh, did you really?
Yep. The only ones I got left to get are the expensive ones behind the glass, but I went back and bought, I think I ended up buying like 20 or 30 issues, like back issues from like 40 something and up.
Yeah, the one with like Tyrese on his knees, dude, and the sword like hanging over him, dude, that's a badass issue.
Yep. And that's not the original cover, I imagine, is it?
I don't know.
That could be a variant. But anyways, but yeah, I'm loving The Walking Dead Deluxe, man. If you're not even if you're not into the comics, or if you've ever wanted to get into The Walking Dead comics, like go to your local comic shop. I'm sure they've got back issues. I'm sure big shops ordered a crap ton of issues. Get you the back issues, and now's a great time to jump on the Walking Dead series because you can feel like what it felt like back in the day because they're issuing these every 2 weeks, and they're The Walking Dead re-released but in color, and it's phenomenal. Very much enjoy it. Let's see. Coleman Domingo knows what's up. Let's see.
The real one does, sure.
Falcon and Winter Soldier gets much better as it goes. Not sure I'd say it's a great show, but definitely a good show. Hey, I'll say it. I think it's a pretty great show, just in the sense of I always say a show is great if I can't wait to get to the next episode.
Yeah, like, man, I loved it.
That's kind of how I go from great to good. If there's a show that like I'm like, oh, that was good, I can't wait to watch the next one, I'll try and get to that here in the next few days. It's a good show. But if it's a show where it's like, screw this, I'm staying up late, I got to see what happens next, it's a great show.
Yeah, man. And it shows what kind of villains real world globalists are, which I won't get into that whole thing. But
JP, Coleman Domingo firing back again.
Yeah, kind of like the Amutta.
Oh, damn. Appalachian America says, dude, Sherry said the tank was theirs and they can't let people borrow it. Like, yo, where are... Yeah, well, they mentioned something earlier to Sherry about, getting your truck or something. And I'm like, that's Al's truck for one, not Sherry and her V for Vendetta wannabe crew there.
Yeah, I'm really hating her something hard.
Donkosaurus Rex says, what makes it deluxe? But then I think he answered his own question. Oh, snap, it's in color. Yeah, they re-released they're doing it issue by issue, and it's the entire run as individual issues, but they're all in color. And you get a lot more. Like if you go to the back of the book, you get like the cutting room floor where you see like Kirkman's old notes for how he was going to set up that issue, and you get to see variants and you get more information about if you're a Walking Dead fan, it's well worth it. I mean, and they're still like what, like $3.99, something like that.
Yeah.
So they're not even like overpriced. I mean, they're like the average price of a comic right now. So totally worth it for the Walking Dead fans out there.
Yeah, a lot of bonus content.
I got a feeling they'll probably put these out in trade paperbacks too after a certain point, which I plan to buy those as well.
Absolutely.
But yeah, let's see. Oh, and I did get. I hate to keep deviating from the show, and I apologize, but I did get Ultra Mega #2.
Yeah, I put it in your box. It was not in your box Wednesday morning.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was one copy of it on the new item rack, and yeah, I put it in your box. So
God bless you. God bless you. Please continue to do that. It's actually really good. It's very different. It's out there, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see. Cuckingham Palace says Disney needs to take over The Walking Dead.
It'd be interesting.
I mean, I've seen what they did with the Marvel universe, so don't sleep on them.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Appalachian American says, I've seriously tried to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier 3 times and couldn't get into it. Oh, man. The first episode, like I said, I didn't think it was bad, but it didn't hook me. I was like, it's okay. We'll see. Once you get on into it, man, it really does pick up and gets to be a really good show. You see some familiar faces from past Marvel movies.
Yeah, man. I liked it top to bottom. I thought it was solid.
Is there a way I can purchase all of them at once? Are you referring to The Walking Dead Deluxe?
Yeah, go on eBay.
Because you could go to your local comic shop and just get the back issues. I can't remember which issue came out recently. It was like 10 or... We're not that far into it, so you still got... Let's see. I need more blood than Disney can provide.
I'm going to agree with that.
So the next week's episode, because I mean, I actually did not mind this week's episode. I think some people in the comments were saying they didn't, like it. And I thought tonight's episode was pretty good. I mean, I definitely don't think it was a highlight of the show, but with that said, it was nice. You were kind of wondering what was going on. Daniel was narrating the whole episode, and you're trying to figure out who he's talking to, only to find out for some reason it's June that he's talking to. But next week looks like they're going to find a whole new... It looks like next week we're going to get into some of the nuclear, the end is the beginning people.
Yeah, I wonder what's up with them.
I don't know, but we see Alicia all
laid out.
Not really. I'll tell you this, for this past episode, Luciana had more lines in this one episode than she's had the last 2-3 seasons.
Well, that's good.
And even then, she still didn't have that many lines, but she had more than she's had in several seasons.
So June still wasn't like, she wasn't back, but she's not gone, basically, is what they're doing.
Pretty much. I'm surprised that she's like allowed in there. I mean, I get it. It was just, well, now Dakota's just sitting with the group, like before the explosion that distracted them, and then they all went looking for the weapons. Like Dakota was just sitting at the table talking to them. June wasn't there, of course, but
yeah,
I'm like, why is Dakota even allowed to be here?
Yeah, I mean, she's clearly like a psychopath of some sort. I mean, you shouldn't just let somebody that murders people willy-nilly, walk free in your community.
Especially someone that murdered John Dory, one of the most beloved characters of this. I guess you could call it a reboot. It was like a relaunch type, in season 4 where they kind of did a soft reboot. I don't know if they call it a reboot, but they labeled it as kind of like a reboot.
So Dakota's not like on house arrest, like nothing. She just.
It doesn't seem that way. She was just sitting there chilling. Like,
Huh.
I didn't blow up anything. I was sitting at the table because, of course, they thought it was her at first.
And so it was Daniel the whole time.
Donkosaurus Rex says, yeah, Dakota's supposed to be like, what, 13, and they're letting her make decisions? Is Dakota too far gone? In my mind, yes. To the writers, probably not. They'll probably follow the same Charlie path where next season she'll just be a regular old part of our plucky gang of survivors.
Yeah.
David O'Donnell says Dakota was only there because she knew what Jenny knew about the end as the beginning people. True, but she wasn't tied up or handcuffed or being treated like a prisoner, which she should have been. She killed John Dory, man. I'm not ever going to forgive her.
No, I mean, that was Morgan's boy. You ought to be looking out.
Oh, God, JP, look who's in the comments section.
Oh, Jesus.
Big fan of your movies.
Yeah.
I just like to see them as movies, you know. Like I want to just continue for them to be entertainment. But yeah, I don't know, JP. Where do you see the show going from here after they've now killed Jenny? John Dory's dead. I mean, do you ever see Morgan going back to The Walking Dead?
I think eventually the shows are going to merge in some kind of way, and I could see like a greater kind of more centralized spinoff, you know, where they take the best elements, it's What's Left of Fear and The Walking Dead, and just kind of wrap them up into one big show.
Well, it's like, excuse me, you know, Fear the Walking Dead was a spinoff of The Walking Dead. What if they try to do a spinoff of Fear the Walking Dead? It's like fearing The Walking Dead.
Unless it's just Victor Strang, it's a show where he's on the high seas. I could get into that, but
I just want Cowboy Morgan to be its own show, and I want it to be called Cowboy Morgan.
Yeah, if it was like a Walker Texas Ranger like style Walking Dead show, I could totally get into that.
You better give her purse back.
I would. I'd love
all
that.
Purses are precious.
Yeah, damn right they are.
Oh my God, Donkosaurus Rex, I hope that's not the case. JP, take a look at that.
Oh Jesus, yeah, you can. I'm not signing up for that.
And I don't think even the actors would sign up for that.
No, they better only do one more little half season of that and be done with it.
My hope was to always have, the different communities across the shows to somehow connect for a super show. Yeah, I was really hoping so. Coleman Domingo says, I don't want any more Walking Dead shows. After this, I'm out. Yeah, Coleman, I think it's time to clear the air now and to squash this beef you have with my boy JP. JP, can you just tell Coleman that you love him?
Look, if it was the real article, I would be on hands and knees. But we both know it's a pretender.
How do you know it's a pretender?
Because I feel his spirit otherwise.
How do you feel his spirit?
The real Coleman Domingo, I feel his spirit like when I'm watching him on a Bottomless Brunch or even Fear, you know, I feel his veracity. And then, like I said, this person's not on that wavelength.
Michael Myers says, remember the episode when Michonne hallucinates about what if she never rescued Andrea? My question is, if that happened, wouldn't Rick have died very early to the governor in season 4? Yeah, the governor was strangling the crap out of him.
Yeah, he might not have got away from that.
Oh yeah, you definitely right. Rick could have been dead, and that was a badass. Sorry, that was a badass. What if, like, the Michonne being evil?
Yeah,
hallucination she had. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, I would love like an action figure of that. I've got the one where Rick's dressed up as Negan, but to have like a evil Michonne that balls to the wall.
You have a Rick dressed up as Negan action figure?
Yeah, dude. Didn't I send you a picture of that? I got it. It's been a while back.
I don't think. Well, I'm not gonna promise you didn't, but I don't remember that. But I feel like I would.
You remember the cover they did where Rick's like wearing the jacket and he's holding Lucille? It's basically based off of that. It's like an older Rick. He's got the beard. Yeah, it's pretty badass.
You know what I'm bummed about? Completely
What's that?
unrelated to The Walking Dead.
What happened?
I ordered this Leon from the Resident Evil 2 remake. I ordered a little Leon statue from Amazon. Of course, it was some sketchy seller, and they said it was going to take like a month and a half to get here, and it comes to the week to get it, and I get a refund.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
So now I don't have my statue.
Yeah, that really sucks. Somebody's gonna get smacked in the face, that's for sure. But me, not so much.
Coleman, do you think you could take JP in a fist fight?
The real Coleman, absolutely. But this is probably some hermaphrodite sitting in a dank basement with a runny nose and smelly feet. And that's it.
Hey,
That's all.
I'm in a basement right now, and my nose is a little runny because of my allergies, but my feet don't stink.
Well, yours isn't dank though. You have pretty good ventilation.
Yeah, I've got dehumidifiers and stuff running here.
Yeah, that helps as well. Yes.
Yeah, I wish I had more to say about tonight's episode. But you know, it was okay. I didn't hate it by any means. I thought it was a decent episode. I mean, I was entertained. I was wondering what the hell was going on. It just, I don't know. I'm ready to. Sorry, I'm ready to get into these like people. Oh God, another one from your boy.
If it was the real Coleman, yeah, I would be very, very aroused. Absolutely. First of all, Coleman Domingo doesn't live in some big fancy mansion. He has a very beautiful, humble abode. It's like retro, old school Hollywood. It's really cool. I'm not saying it's not a big, nice ass house, but
I think you just have to accept that this is the real Coleman Domingo, and he just does not like you.
No,
I think he likes me okay though. I don't think he likes you, and I don't know. I guess he just got tired of your nasty talk.
And no, the real Coleman knows that it's coming from a loving place. That's all. That's it.
And let's see. Disney Rock says, "What do you think is wrong with Daniel? Dementia or PTSD?" I definitely think it's some kind of PTSD because June had said that it didn't seem like anything neurological. So I think it's some kind of PTSD. Beaver says his house looks cool as fuck.
Yeah, it does.
Coleman Domingo, sorry to ruin it for you, JP, but that's a set, not his home.
That is not a set. That I've seen photo shoots. It's his own beautiful home. Like I said, it's like old school Hollywood that he's, just, oh gosh, it's wonderful. It's beautiful. I wish you could see it. Well, you can, just watch the show.
Well, I've been invited to be on it, but he said I was not allowed to bring you, which luckily for you, I told his people, if JP can't come, that's a no-go for me there, pal.
So he says.
It seemed like it was all kind of BS until it turned out to be Daniel. Then it made sense. Yeah, I mean, and then I know he wanted to find out who stole the guns, but like letting a bunch of walkers into where they're living was a bit of an extreme measure.
Yeah, that does seem a little crazy. But at least now, so Strand knows the truth now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. No.
You and Coleman are just gonna have to hug this thing out.
If it was the one and only Coleman Domingo, I would hug it out and then some.
Tuckingham Palace has a really good question for you, JP. Oh, Cuckingham's Palace has changed his profile picture.
I wouldn't say I have anything against them as long as they stay away from me.
Nope, no hugs. Could I get a hug, Coleman? I mean, we get along good, right? Where did Strand's gun come from? Did we solve that mystery at least? Well, he just came from the Barn of Pleasures.
No.
I came from the Barn of Pleasures, and as I was making my exit, I had them hide a gun inside my exit.
That works.
Before I walked into Daniel's entrance. I guess he just had it like down his pant leg or anything. I don't really want to touch anyone. Well, you know what, Coleman? I thought I was special. I knew you hated JP because he's a perverted old bastard, but I thought I got a pass. But oh, oh, that gun was deep in my prison wallet. I've never heard a booty hole called a prison wallet before. It's all kinds of firsts tonight. I assumed he hit it and didn't give it up, so they didn't pat him. No, we didn't see him pat him down. They just, I guess we're going on an honor system there because Daniel was like, give me the knife too, and Strand's all like, yeah, Victor Strand stuff, something smooth, and get your shit together, Daniel, and whatever. And then he handed it over, but I guess he didn't give all of his guns up. Does my chair set up higher? I need to see if I can set my chair up higher. Oh, yeah. Now we're getting in business. I don't know how it had gotten so low. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm going to go back to that comment again. A prison wallet. Have you ever heard an ass referred to as a prison wallet, JP?
I've heard the term used before, but it's been a long time.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but nonetheless.
Yeah.
Victor Strand stuff. Nice. Real nice. I think he just snuck that gun in. Yeah. Cuckingham's Palace. I've had many spirits smack my prison wallet.
Oh.
JP just pulled the cam in tighter. Bro, we need a little distance. LOL. Y'all seem like you're up in my business.
I'm just trying to get closer.
Appalachian American saying like, yo, back up.
No.
Like we right up in your titties and shit.
Bring it in close.
I think this is the closest I've ever been to you. It almost looks like you're flying a drone with the way that you did that drawback shot.
Yeah.
Do the close thing again. Is this what your girlfriend sees?
Oh. Right down in the lap.
Oh dear God. Oh dear God. The slow pan out. Yeah, that almost looked like you were flying a drone. Cool fact, JP's actually scared of drones.
I don't like anything that utilizes AI, and I know a lot of stuff does, but drones especially. I mean, that's basically like a precursor to Skynet, and I don't like it.
Cuckingham's Palace says, eat that camera.
Eat that camera. Oh, yeah. You wish.
Tommy Gladden says, what's up? And Appalachian American says that you can change the settings in StreamYard. Yeah, I've seen that. Like I can do this, make JP all little looking. I can do that. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. And I can just do this. Say something, JP.
Hello? Hello?
Huh. So I could just do me and have JP there, but you can't see him.
You can't see me?
Nope. But I'm about to change that. You ready? Wha-bam! I bet that's the face your girlfriend sees at the end of that one too. Yep. We're seeing JP's girlfriend's point of view on Sexy Time nights.
But yeah,
so
good
many.
episode. Even though I didn't get to watch it.
I have a special attack drone. I'll use that on JP.
He would try. I would blow that thing out of the air easily.
Coleman says, oh no, take that back to just Justin.
I'm going to take something back to him.
That's the face I see every day. You gonna give Coleman Domingo a 5-knuckle shuffle.
Yeah.
Daniel's prosthetic cheek thing was interesting. I didn't realize he had like a fake cheek.
So what? He's like got a hole in his face?
Yeah, he'd been shot in the face before, and it's like when he took it out, his face was all kind of like sunk in and just kind of odd, And
so that happened pre Fear the Walking Dead. That happened back in the
I'm guessing because we know he had a wild life.
Yeah, he was like a Colombian general or some crazy stuff.
Yeah, he was a beast, is what he was.
You know, it's impressive he's been able to keep that prosthetic through everything. You know.
I think about that. I mean, like he's been beat up and all of that. It's like, well, thank God his fake cheek never fell out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I Coleman Domingo says no. He's just going to give me a handy.
What? The real Coleman, of course, but this one never, never.
What if, like, at the end of like one day you're watching Fear the Walking Dead and Coleman's like, "Yeah, Chris, I've been well, no, not Fear. You're watching The Talking Dead, and he's like, "Yeah, Chris, I found a couple of clowns on the internet who kind of do what you do, and one of them, his name is JP, and I can't stand him. He's a pervert.
I
He's a
would drop
pervert."
dead from shock. Impossible.
David
Plausible.
David O'Donnell says, "Didn't Strand shoot him?" I was thinking that because I thought he had made mention, and it's like I'm thinking back to Strand shooting him in the face. But yeah, sorry I don't have as much more to talk about on this one. You know, really, it wasn't a bad episode. I just don't feel like there was that much to talk about. Like Daniel's losing his mind.
Well, if you've got a second until we wrap it up, I'll show you a couple things they got at the flea market.
Okay, yeah, I'd love to see him. Disney Rock says, "I love the acting when Strand said to Daniel, 'You have to forgive me.'" Absolutely. I wonder what JP's got.
I'm back. Oh, did everybody leave?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, good. You remember this film?
What is? Oh, is that the Last Action Hero, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
Yeah, check it out.
That movie messed with my mind so hard because it was like, you know, there was the actor that played him, but then it was like a whole nother movie universe where his character was a real person.
Yeah, I love that. I love that film. I saw that and I couldn't pass it up. And they had like a whole line of action figures for that. Who would have knew?
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
And I collect these a little bit. You remember the action figure like carry cases? This one's for the X-Men. It's pretty cool.
That is so awesome.
A couple of goodies in it. I picked up that first Mortal Kombat.
You want to sell that?
Well, no. If I find another one, I'll definitely grab it for you. But I need this one. It's cool. It was a Blockbuster rental.
That is so dope.
If I find my copy, I'll give you this one. But they're not hard to come by at the flea market. So next time I see one, I'll definitely grab it. I'm just coming off the heels of Falcon Winter Soldier, it's Baron Zemo.
Man, wearing like the same type of jacket and everything.
Yeah, got the hood. This is it's one of the like early Marvel like Select or Marvel Legends or whatever. Came out in the early 2000s. But yeah, it's got his little Nazi cane or whatever it is.
Nazi cane.
Yeah, it's definitely got a real like SS kind of vibe to it. So, yeah.
Good point from Honeybuster, real quick. Fear did the Princess episode way better. I like the Princess episode, but I get what you're saying.
The Princess episode. Oh, what, this episode?
The Princess, like, no. Oh. Yeah, it's like kind of like a psychological thing.
Okay, I got you.
Uh-oh, JP, you got an offer there, buddy.
What do I do? Well, that all depends. That all depends.
On what?
I mean, you're talking, is that good?
I think he wants full French kiss.
Oh, geez. Well, yeah, we'll have to talk about that in a private chat. Yeah.
You know how some of the listeners are, man. You say that and your shit's going to be blowing up.
Yep. It's up to the ends. It's me.
Talk to the ends. Hopefully with somebody Hopefully, someone will get JP's attention off of me.
The real Domingo doesn't have to worry about that.
It will.
No, he does.
You're on a last name basis with him now. You don't even call him Coleman or Coleman Domingo or Mr. Domingo. You just call him Domingo, like you're playing baseball together and you just saying each other's last names.
Sometimes. It's me, Benzemo.
Why does he sound like a jerk? Like, hi, it's me, Benzemo. Come down to the club, yeah.
Wasn't that great that scene of him in the club with Bucky and Sam? Remember?
Yeah, but when they all started three dancing together, it was. And then Baron Zemo was grinding up on Falcon. It was a little weird.
Yeah, it was a little weird. It was.
Disney Rock says, "Show us the figure Rick dressed as Negan."
It's right there in another room. If you want me to grab it real quick,
go grab it. It's figure show and tell time.
Yeah, why not?
Figure show and tell time. Figure show and tell time. Where you at? Where you at? Oh, this pop filter has not been very good to me. It keeps trying to fall. Oh, but yeah, we'll see some figures and then we'll wrap this thing on up. Great episode, and I apologize for not having as much to talk about with it. But with JP not being able to see the episode because of Comcast, and then just the episode itself kind of already went through everything. I thought it was good, but oh boy, next week, not this week, but next week, JP, my company's coming to your house to install some stuff.
Oh, that's right. I thought this was pretty cool. By the way, that's one of the comments I got. Check that out. It's Santa with a cigarette in his mouth. He's just holding the 9.
God, that's so 90s.
Yeah. It's like, what you gonna do?
Is that 80s or 90s?
1985.
Aha.
I thought this was a pretty cool cover too. You got J. Jonah Jameson with the shoddy, Black Suit Spider-Man. And something crazy's going on, but Mary Jane's still just chilling.
Looking hot as
yeah,
looking fine as
they're
hell.
Swinging into action. J. Jonah Jameson's blasting the shoddy, and Mary Jane's just like, hey. All right, but anyway, let's get to the business. This Skybound exclusive, full color, bloody variant Rick. Can you see it beyond the glare?
That's so dope. Take him out the box.
The Skybound exclusives, man, I leave in package.
Take him out the box. Take him out the box. Right here on the podcast.
You can see he's got Lucille. He's got his gun.
Everybody's waiting. Everybody's waiting, man. Just take him out the box.
No, not this one.
If you do, Coleman will. If you take it out the box, Coleman will forgive you and he will accept you.
Yeah, look at his beard.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Pretty sweet. Yeah. The Skybounds I collect. I keep those in box. I've got I should have grabbed Princess. I got her from the same line. But
you should have grabbed it.
I know.
Take it out the box. I'm just playing. Don't you dare take that thing out the box.
No, not the.
I hate it. Coleman says, I hate JP, but don't open that. No, definitely don't.
Yeah.
I just give JP a hard time because he's, got so many figures in boxes, but it's a lot of stuff. I mean, I don't have a fraction of what JP has, but I don't unbox all mine either.
That's pretty cool. Batman the Animated Series.
She looks like she wants some seeds.
And coincidentally, on the back cover,
Mortal Kombat.
September 1994. That's when the original was dropping. Wow. Tremendous.
That first Mortal Kombat movie was not that bad.
Which one? Oh, the first one. Yeah, I remember liking it. I haven't seen it in so long.
You watched the new one, didn't you?
No, I didn't get around to it this weekend. Just by the time I'd done the Saturday night show and everything. Oh my! I never told you about last Saturday night show.
Last Saturday night, what happened?
My Outlaw show.
Yeah.
Like we pre-record it, and I go outside to listen to it. I'm at work when it actually airs. I go outside and I turn the radio on, and then instead of hearing my intro with the Swank Daddy, I hear, "This is Julius." It's Sunday morning. It's kicking off with some like Julius literally hijacked the show for the first two breaks.
Why?
Like he thought he was voice tracking Sunday 7A and not Saturday 7P. So my first two breaks are Julius introducing the gospel show. Like I call him.
I stepped down as GM for like a few months and the whole thing just goes to shit.
It all just falls apart.
What is wrong with y'all?
Julius on Saturday night. Oh my God.
I know you tuned in to hear some honky tonkin' beer drinking music. That's why I'm very proud to play you some good old gospel music, because y'all motherfuckers need some Jesus.
And the thing is, like, the songs were he didn't alter my playlist. He just got into the voice tracks. So, he's talking about
So for some clarification, Julius does a Sunday morning gospel show, whereas JP does a Saturday night outlaw country music show where he plays like beer drinking, bar fighting, just good old, outlaw country music. So you'd mean to tell me Julius came on with like his Christian themed breaks about God's love, and then it went into...
Yeah, that's like exactly what happens.
I'm trying to think. It'd be like, so remember, Jesus is love, and it's like, what is that Johnny Cash song? God, I took a shot of cocaine and I shot my woman.
Yeah.
Oh man, what was that other? I was trying to think of another Johnny Cash though. That one's Cocaine Blues. I was trying to think of what's the one about him murdering the chick? Delia.
Delia's gone.
Yep. I thought her. Remember, Jesus is love. I thought her was her daddy, but she had five more. Oh, remember, you can't escape God's judgment nor His wrath. I took a shot of cocaine and I shot my woman down.
Oh man, it was an interesting.
Did you let him know?
Yeah, dude. I called him. I was like, dude, what the fuck? But anyway.
Well, with that said, we're gonna rate the episode. JP, you're gonna rate it even though you didn't see it. You're gonna rate it just based off the description.
I mean, Daniel and Strand, and it sounds like some good build up. I'll give it a 3.5.
Hey, it's what I'm doing. 3.5. Yeah, it won't bad. It won't bad. It won't particularly amazing, but it was not a bad episode in my book. So we'll set it even at 3.5.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
But yeah, and no, guys asking about Mortal Kombat. JP didn't get to see it, and I'm waiting on a friend to get back from Vegas, and then I'm gonna go over there to his house and we're gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'm planning on seeing it in theaters, but like I said, just this weekend, too much going on as always.
I'm excited though. Only one person I know has given it a bad review.
Dude.
Everybody else seems to say it's a pretty solid movie. It's a setup, they say, for a lot more. So,
yeah, I hear it's a good one.
Oh, Lucas Bedford's got a great point. Imagine if Strand had bit Daniel's bullet tonight and JP had to find out on here.
Oh my God, that would have been awful. It would have made for a good podcast, but that would have been awful.
Because we would have seen you cry on the podcast for the first time.
Yeah.
Can you show me your all right, show me, just give us a sample of how you would cry if Victor Strand died.
I can't even take myself to that place.
Do it. Is somebody violating your prison wallet?
No. Something like
Man,
that.
I need to take the recording of this and like put some music in there, like I will.
No,
but it's like Dolly Parton or Whitney Houston.
No.
All right. Well, if you are a patron supporter, which if you're not, you should be, but if you're not, then you might not get this reference, but to our Patreon supporters, preloaded heads.
Preloaded heads.
Preloaded heads.
Preloaded
Patreon
heads.
peeps, you know what we're talking about. But hey, thank you so much for tuning into the podcast and being a part of our night and allowing us to be a part of yours. JP Steele with those fire old comics.
Look, he just beat the shit out of man. Look at her. Old boy just beat the shit out of her.
Domestic abuse is not okay.
No.
If you beat old ladies, Spider-Man will break through your window and kick you right in your prison wallet.
He will.
But hey, thank you so much for listening. We'll see you soon, patrons. We'll see you in a couple of days. Otherwise, we'll be back here next week for episode 11s. Hopefully, beautiful. A little bit more going on that we can discuss. But until then,
I get to actually watch it.
I hope you do. Make that ish happen.
Yeah, I'm going to call Xfinity tomorrow.
Still waiting for the day when you said you were for Fear one episode and you hadn't yet. See, waiting for you to come down here and watch one and then go live with me from the studio.
Yeah, I need to do that as well. Shoot, if Xfinity don't get on the ball, I may have no choice.
Absolutely. But hey, we'll see you soon. I'm Justin.
I'm JP.
And we're the Podcasting Dead. Bye, y'all.